Hello and welcome to episode 40 of Pentagon for Gold. We are still playing with Santos Laguna, having had one episode there since the start of our Mexican adventure. And we made quite a few signings in the end, even though we didn't think we were going to make any at all because of just a lack of interest from people. As it happens, Marco Medeiros, who came before I joined, 375k, and he's been unreal. 14 goals in 20 games. And he's basically the guy who gets all our goals when we're playing. And we got up to the point where we signed Jorge Lopez, so we then signed Jorge Ramirez from Millonarios because he was a box-to-box midfielder. He was about as good as any that we could find. Very good stamina, balance, pace. Not so good in terms of dribbling, finishing, and first touch, but with box-to-boxes you don't usually need that too much. And he's pretty good defensively. He's also got 4.5-star potential, so he's a good little player. And given he was interested in joining, I thought we might as well. Interestingly, 3 signings from Millonarios FC, so they are turning into a bit of a feeder club. The other club we signed someone from was Atletico Nacional, which was Sebastian Meza, who is an inside forward, 3-star with 5-star potential. Pretty good looking stats, particularly dribbling and technique, as well as balance. He's a good player. He hasn't quite settled in yet, and he's mainly been coming on as a sub anyway because our winger options are pretty strong. Because Rafael Chan and Fernando Sosa have been very good so far. And in terms of sales, so we've lost now Juan David Moreno. He's gone to RB Bragantino for that 9 to 10 million pounds, which we use for most of these players. And then Tailson went to Chengdu for 4.9, so that funded the last 2. And Karuda also went to Chengdu, as well as Cordoba going to New York City eventually. He did turn down a lot of offers, which was getting a little bit frustrating, but yes, that's how it's happened. So he is gone as well. And in terms of the schedule recently, if I can get it to look properly, there we go. We've done okay, to be honest. It's not been outstanding, but we've had some good results so far. And so we've had several sort of, mainly we've won or drawn. Lots of draws recently, particularly frustrating was against Cancun, where I rotated for this Cruz Azul game and it slightly came back to bite us on the butt. Raul Trejo having an absolutely shocking performance this season. He's averaging a 6.51. I think I will be selling him in the summer at the first opportunity. He's just not good enough at all. He's not played 111 games, has he? I had thought that he'd played a lot for the B team, but it turns out he's played for the main team a lot, and he's historically not been really awful. You know, he's not great as a goal scorer. Yeah, I think we should just get rid of him in the summer. He's clearly not good enough, and we are getting in Camarena from Chelsea, who, although he probably won't replace our current striker, who I can't remember the name of, Medeiros. He is definitely a lot better than Trejo, and he's a much better finisher than both, so we might see how that goes. Actually, no, I believe Trejo has very good finishing, doesn't he? In spite of that, he just never scores. I imagine it's probably because he's got poor off the ball and he's slow. So, doesn't really get into the positions that Medeiros does, and when Medeiros gets into those positions, he's got good technique, so he often lobs the ball and all that. So, without further ado, we will head into this game against Cruz Azul, who are currently sitting second in the league. We're 8th, so we should be safe from relegation, I think. But it's the sort of league where, you know, a couple of wins can catapult you up the table, and a couple of losses can really stunt your progress. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully we can get a big win today against Cruz Azul. So today's game against Cruz Azul sees us play pretty much our strongest lineup. We've got one injury in defensive midfield, but aside from that, everyone else is fit. And that means Medeiros starts up front. No chance for Trejo to start because he's just been so awful. Sosa's been very good recently, so he's playing on the left. Guerra, who has also been a bit of a star, he was playing as a box-to-box midfielder before Ramirez came in. He's now playing as a Mazzala to replace I think it was Ramirez, I can't quite remember his name. And Calderon and Bello start in the defence along with Lara and Lopez. Kevin Hummler, as it happened, has been very good recently. So let's go and try and beat this very difficult team in the Mexican division. I think it's a bit of a case of anyone can beat anyone in this division, which is quite fun, but it does mean we get a lot of draws, which are always quite frustrating. But I probably would take a draw at this point in this match, just because they are second. They clearly have a good team. But hopefully we won't need to take a draw and we can go for a win. And the ball's lost and now finds its way to Marcelo Vicaria. Poor from Calderon, and Bellows tripped up Toro. I think it's outside the box. I don't think it's a penalty. Either it was outside the box or he tripped him up so he fell outside the box, but I don't think it's a pen. What's it going to be? No penalty, so it's a free kick. Seemed like the right decision to me. Right on the edge of the box though. And that one, it has been headed out, and now Medeiros has a chance to counter here. He's in behind. Go on, lad. What a goal. That's what he can do. He's very fast, so he knows how to get. He also knows where the goal is, so he really is a dangerous threat. But yeah, 17 acceleration, 15 pace at this level against these defenders who are generally not the fastest. It's a bit of a cheat code at times. And Trejo just doesn't have that, because even though he's a great finisher, he's never in the right position and he's just not fast enough to, break through a defence and get himself into a good position. Bellows waddling there, looking a bit slow. Now into Humala. And Valdez passes it into Lara. And then whacks it very far. Not really sure why he's kicked it there. But we can try and press them in again. They have broken through, and now Toro on the left hand side. And he's somehow scooped that miles out for a goal kick. Looked like he should be cutting that back, but instead he sort of scooped it just straight out of play, almost right in front of him. It's been a pretty tight game, not a lot of great chances so far. We've had the best one so far, which came from the Medeiros goal, but that was mostly created by him rather than an all-round team goal. Oh, and that's poor defending. Let Marcelo Vicaria right through, and he scored. He joins Medeiros on 18 goals this season, and that was awful defending. Both Bello and Lara just backed off, and no one really tried to stop it. What are they doing? Awful defending. Chan with the corner now. Oh, looks like they might have a counter on here with Toro. And Toro continues his run, and very close off the post. I think Humala was beaten, to be honest. Villalva now into Galoppo. Ruiz sends it long, and it's drifted wide. Still very tight. They've had more shots, but I think probably some of them have come from long range. Toro now. Oh, and there's the second from Doug Allen. I wonder if he's English or perhaps Scottish. Let's see. He is American. That stacks up actually. But we've not quite been good enough. I think since the first goal, we've sort of been poor defensively, particularly Bello and Lara have been really bad. That goal we conceded was pretty unacceptable, particularly at this level. Against a team that are not going to give you any freebies, you can't give them one. Calderon now, probably our only defender who showed what he can do today. Into Guerra, finds Chan. Oh, the keeper left his near post free, and he's sort of baited him into shooting it right into the post. Probably should have done better there. Jorge Lopez is having an absolute stinker, so we'll get him off and bring on Noe Cantu. Let's fire up the boys. Hopefully that'll be enough to... Oh, not really. Jairo Valdez needs to come off as well. Let's get Navarez on. And Sosa's not having a good game at all, so we'll get Mesa on. And hopefully we can get the goal to pull us level, because I don't really want to be on a run of get one win in 4 in 5 games. But we've not really created much beyond that big, really great goal from Medeiros. We'll go attacking just in the hope of picking something up, but I wouldn't expect too much to come from it. That looked very weak to me. I don't think that's a foul at all. It might even be outside the box, in which case I think they'll just give it as a free kick, but I did not think that was a foul. Good, no penalty. So they have given a free kick. Are they going to yellow card him for that? What are you doing? No, it's just a free kick. Oh, no, it is yellow card. I don't know why he's been yellow carded there. That seems very harsh to me. But we need to not let this one in and then go up the other end and nick a goal. Another corner. We've had a lot of these to defend. And there it is. 3-1. Fact of the matter is, they're just a better team than us at this point. I think they're predicted to finish first overall in the league before the season even started. So there's no shame really in losing to these guys at this point. Toro, though, he's been extremely dangerous, but really our defence has been wide open for most of the day. Bello with a 6.2. Awful performance from him. And now Chan finds Medeiros. Can he get a goal that might bring us back into it? No, he can't. He scuffs it wide. Poor shot in the end, but wasn't likely to make all that much of a difference in the end. Toro with a 9.5. He was immense today, so unlucky boys. Well, they don't like that. We weren't exactly favourites for it, so I'm not quite sure why they've reacted so badly. But provided we can get back into a little bit of form, it shouldn't take too much to get back up into the top 6, really. Top 4 might be a stretch. There's just too many teams that are definitely better than us. But, you know, we've got a chance here. So we are currently 9th. Our pre-season prediction was 6th, so we're slightly slipping down from that. But I think it's just we're in a little bit of bad form. But look at this. It's all gone a little bit wrong the last couple of years for Santos Laguna. They've had a lot of seasons where they've ended up first at times. So it's a bit disappointing. I will probably keep my eyes open. I assume there's no jobs. Oh, Cape Town Spurs. They're in 5th place. Wow, they've really come down since I was there. Tigres might be an interesting one, actually. I don't know if I can apply this soon, to be honest. I'll have a look at that, and yeah, we'll see in a moment what we decide to do. It's a bit of a difficult decision to make because their current squad doesn't seem to be as good as ours, and they're only on secure finances, which means they'll have decent amounts of money, but not enough to make it, you know, a crazy difference. Historically, they've been very good the last few years, and last year they actually came first in the Apertura before coming 6th in the Clausura. They've got state-of-the-art training facilities, excellent youth facilities, but the key player is 3.5 star for us. He looks okay, but he's not outstanding, and he's actually wanted by America, so I imagine he would go there. If we compare that to our situation, we've got lower reputation, worse training facilities, the same finances. We've done worse recently, but we've got a stronger squad. So it's a difficult one to decide, really. I think I'll stick where I am because I don't want to be upsetting the fans and all that. But yeah, I guess it could have been the shortest time ever spent in one club for me, apart from last year on the Pentagon save when I just resigned from managing Atlanta United because I didn't like the MLS rules and couldn't understand them at all. So our first youth intake with Santos Laguna has come through. We've got 1 4-star and 1 5-star player. The 5-star player is a poacher, which isn't ideal. I'll be looking to train up, particularly dribbling, first touch, and then both acceleration and pace, because those, I mean, pace is sort of okay at 15. Acceleration is not great. I reckon you could probably go up to 13 acceleration and 15 or 16 pace. But yeah, the dribbling and first touch need to improve. But he's certainly got potential. and even though he's only 1.5 star at the moment, he's 15, and he's got 5-star potential. So no doubt there is probably quite a good player in there. The only changes I've made for this second game of the episode against Club Atletico San Luis are Pablo Quintero Morones and also Jean Para have come in for Bello and Guerra, and they should be good. Morones is a Mexican player, so that he's 3-star. He's quite young. He's been playing very well this season. So I thought, given how awful Lara was in that last game, or not necessarily Lara, but Bello as well, I needed to replace at least one of them for this game. So Morones was the pretty simple choice there. And now here we go with Calderon. Lots of passing from side to side here. I think that's probably outside the box, but I slightly missed that. Let's see what the referee has to say for it. Give us a pen. Give us a pen, lad. And it's not a pen. So it was correct. It was outside the box, so a free kick. Once again, right on the very edge. And that's gone harmlessly out for a goal kick. No real danger. There was a pretty awful attempt, to be honest, from that free kick. I think it was Para taking it. Not been a classic so far. We're really getting dominated on possession, which is quite unusual with this tactic. I'm not quite sure why that's happening, but maybe it's just that their tactic is even more possession based. And that's a stunning strike from Sosa. What a goal. Absolutely hammered it home. Came out to Chan again. He found Sosa. Oh, cracking goal. And let's build on this. We are currently sitting now in 8th place. I guess everyone else seems to have played their games before us, apart from Monterrey and Juarez. It looks like Monterrey are comfortably winning over Juarez and will probably continue to do so. So if we stay like this, then I think we'll be in exactly this position at the end of the game, unless something mad happens in the other game. And now Lara into Calderon, who's a bit tired already. I don't know if he's picked up some sort of knock, or whether it's just that he's played a lot recently, probably just the latter. Ramirez, and now Lopez is on the left-hand side with tons of space, and he's lost it to Perez. Now there's a chance for a counter. It's well dealt with by Morones. Oh, what a pass. Oh, Medeiros does like to chip the ball. He enjoys lobbing keepers, but that one was not the best attempt that he's made of those. Things are going well. We can do even better by getting a second or third goal. And to be honest, we've not created a whole lot. We've just had a really good goal and then one chance that Medeiros probably should have done better for, but we've certainly dominated most of this aside from the possession. Even that has started to even out now. Morones. I wonder if Morones fits so much better in the team because he's left-footed and I don't have any other left-footed centre-backs. Perhaps that's the explanation for it. And now Rafael Chan. That's probably not a penalty. I mean, the referee will go over and have a look at it, but that looked very harsh to me. I think Greasy got the ball. Wouldn't mind a penalty just to help see us through this game, though. What's it going to be? Referee's come back from the VAR stand and has decided it is a penalty. Okay, that seemed very harsh to me, but I'll take it. And now here is Ramirez with his chance for his first goal. And he's hammered it home. Great penalty. Jorge Ramirez, the winter signing, with an absolutely cracking penalty to get his first goal for Santos Laguna. And that's a very good... It's been a promising display, really. We've very much restricted them to, minimal opportunities. I think Sosa needs to come off because he is very tired. Scalvini can probably come on for Chan. And perhaps we probably ought to get Jairo Valdez off because he's played a lot in the last few weeks since that injury. to Munez. And now Ramirez. Oh, it was almost a great ball. Had a very nice curve to it, but it didn't quite manage to evade the keeper. And Rubio knocked long into Perez, and he's offside, so it's a free kick. Jorge Lopez and Ramirez are now quite tired, as is Parra, but we've made all our subs, so no more changes incoming. Ooh, almost from Vinicius. That was a really cracking header. From their winger as well. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, we've finally got another win. It's taken us a little while to get one in recent weeks particularly. But yeah, we are in a decent position in the league. 8th isn't awful. Certainly, compared to where we were in the first half of the season when we were 18th, it's a big improvement. And we've got a base to build upon for next season, where hopefully we can start to challenge for the top 4 and get into the CONCACAF Champions League, which I suspect is going to be probably one of the harder ones we've done so far. At least in the league-wise, I think it'll be one of the harder ones we've done, because with South Africa it didn't take much to actually buy the best players in the league, and in China I could basically buy anyone because I had unlimited money with only the risk of FFP punishments if I broke a certain level of expenditure. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode and the first couple of episodes of this part of the save, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channels. It really helps me out. I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, have a great day.